Well, if I was a professional baseball player,
Ooh, that's a good one.
my walk-up tune would be "No Quarter" by Led Zeppelin.
Is this your favorite artist? Is this your favorite?
One of my top three. Yeah, it's hard to say who my favorite is.
Right. I don't know this song. I can't sing it. We're just gonna put it on there.
You guys are young,
Normally
man.
I'll sing it.
No, yeah, you won't know that.
I have a great voice, Freddie B. You don't. I'm just kidding. Freddie B, welcome to the Valeria Genoves show. Thank you so much for joining. Give us a quick introduction.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Fred Bruen, Remax Parkside Real Estate. I've been selling real estate in northern San Luis Obispo County since 1987. I've been with Remax Parkside since 2000. And I enjoy living here and working here in a wonderful community. Mm-hmm. And we're here today to talk about Up with Kids, which we initiated in 2001.
Okay. So 2001, I can't remember, but my parents used to sign me up for that.
Oh, very good. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when I probably did a couple years in a row, and I was probably 6, 7 years old. So you were already, did you initiate this, or was this?
Yeah, there was a small group of us at Remax Parkside Real Estate sitting around the conference table one day saying, what are we going to do as a community involvement project? And one of the persons sitting there at the table said, well, when I used to be in the JCs, we did this thing. And it kind of started describing this, taking kids shopping.
Okay.
We took that ball and kind of ran with it and massaged it a lot and came up with this plan called Up with Kids Back to School Shopping Spree, where we gather children that could benefit from the service and the opportunity, take them through Target with what we called back then we had chaperones. Mm-hmm. We didn't let the child go in the store with the parent or guardian. We sent them in with a community volunteer, called them a chaperone. And we did that for a couple of reasons. We wanted to make sure that the product being put in the basket for the child was for the child and, not a men's extra large leather jacket or something like that. But we also wanted the child to feel and recognize that the community cares and will reach out and help. And then we hope that will instill in that child that feeling. And at some point in the future, they can pay it forward, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why we had chaperones. So we had the chaperone, and they would take the child into Target and shop for an X amount of dollars. I think we started the first year with $75 worth of clothes. Over the years, we've upped the ante a little bit because
everything's going up in
everything
price.
Costs more.
Yeah.
This is our 24th year, so yes, everything costs more. And we're at $150. And we've also increased the number of children to 150. So this year, we're hoping to have 150 kids, $150 in new school clothes. We let the parents shop with them now. That's one of the reasons we can do 150. Our biggest limiting factor in the program is the time we have in Target. We have to be out of the store Saturday morning before they open to the public, and that's at 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So that's why we start early on Saturday morning. We start at 5 o'clock. The shopping starts just before 6, and we have to have 150 kids shopped and out. Well, in years past, when we had the chaperone, it was a lot slower process. The chaperones aren't familiar with the child and what they need and what their sizes are, right?
Yeah.
The pandemic hit, and that's the one good thing the pandemic did for us was we didn't want to stop the program, not do it, but we scaled it way back so there wouldn't be so many bodies on site. Mm-hmm. We cut it way back to 70 kids. We got rid of the chaperone and let the parent has to come anyway because they got to bring the kid.
Right.
So we let the parent do the shopping, 70 kids, and it was so much more efficient. both on the shopping side and just garnering up enough volunteers.
Yeah.
So it was so much more efficient. We said, well, let's retire the chaperone. We can do more kids because we can get them in and out of the store faster. And that's what's happened.
And it worked out. So what are the ages that you're... Yes.
The ages of the children that we're trying to service is ages 5 through 12. We reach out. We don't select the kids. We reach out with nomination forms to service groups like Loaves and Fishes, Boys and Girls Club, Salvation Army, Shandon Schools, Paso Robles Joint Unified School District, Almond Acres. We give them a packet with X number of nominations, and we let them pick the families. We let them be the hero for the families, right?
Well, they would know, right? Because
That's right.
they're there.
That's why.
Yeah.
And again, that was a transformation over the years that we, this is too hard for us finding these kids. And it's hard going through the nomination form saying, "Oh, these guys, yeah, they need it, and these don't." We don't have to do that anymore. That makes it so much easier for us.
When did that change?
Pretty early on.
Okay, good. Okay.
I'd say about within the 4 or 5 years, we've said, we can't do this anymore. We're trying to grow the number of kids we can service. So we reach out to these service organizations. We let them be. I tell you what, Paso Robles Housing Authority, Bishan down there, she is a true blue, gets me great families. They show up. The families show up on the day, and it works out well.
It's a good turnout.
Every year we have kids that don't make it, and we send out reminders that tomorrow night the reminders are going out for the Saturday event.
Yeah.
It just happens, and we just kind of accept that. And if there's a straggler hanging around out at the store with that didn't get to shop, then we'll slide them in.
Put them in. So how what's that like? Like if you have 150 kids, how many do you think don't show up?
Well, last year we had 150 on the list, and we ended up shopping 139.
Okay, so pretty good still, but then that gives up, that's the loss for another kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's unfortunate. When I went, it was a chaperone.
Yes.
And I think it's a great idea to have the parents come in and do it, because I remember, I'm like, sometimes you have shy kids who don't speak up. And so then I remember for me, the chaperone had to do all my shopping, and, but nothing fit only because, but it was I was just super shy. So it's like having a parent involved makes it, I can see that being so much easier.
On the other side, we're always looking for we were always looking for feedback from our chaperones, and, they all enjoyed the opportunity, but there were some complaints that, my child just was no help at all in trying to select clothes. Mm-hmm. And of course that slowed everything down. And
because they're so young, you're 5, 6.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that morning. I noticed this. I've been doing this for 24 years now. The kids show up, they're sleepy.
Yeah,
because it's early, dark,
right?
And usually
summertime.
cold.
They've been going to bed super late.
And they're very anxious, quiet, reserved. They don't know what's coming, what's happening. They don't understand it totally, but when they're walking out the store and they got their bags of clothes in their hands, their chests are puffed out, their chins are high in the air, they're smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I do this, is that moment when they're coming out the store, and you can tell that they get it.
Yeah.
And they appreciate it. And since we've retired the chaperones and the parents are doing it, the parents are even much more appreciative in expressing it, because they were inside taking care of business.
Yeah, and they know, right? They know they need a pair of shoes,
right.
It's super cool to see that. It helped me a lot. It's a memory that I'll always have, and it's crazy because I do remember, the balloon.
Yep.
I remember that. And then
to express that a little bit further, let the people know.
Right, we need to know. But so I remember that memory. I mean, I was 6, so I can't remember much, but it was so cool when I joined Parkside, and I'm like, that is crazy. Like, I get to give forward, like, give back somehow by helping. I know I don't help that much, I'm sorry, but I'll try to help more. But tell us, the balloon, the hot air balloon.
Yeah, so every year we've had the full-size Remax hot air balloon. That's provided by Remax International, our corporate office in Denver. Generally, there's a fee to have them on site, but they donate it as part of contributing to the program. And any child that wants to go up in the balloon can take a tethered ride. We keep it tied to the ground so that we don't lose anybody.
It's safe.
But it goes up about 40 feet, hangs there for a few minutes, and comes back down.
But it's cool because it's like at that time the sun's rising, so
It's beautiful
it's
time.
so pretty.
Yeah, it's very photogenic time.
Yes,
It's pretty special.
It's super cool. So how did that come about? Like, whose idea was this, or did they reach out?
I don't know. We reached out to them. I'm not sure that it was anybody's one idea. I mean, just, it's a long time ago. They've been coming every year for 24 years now. Fantastic. Yeah.
So it's you, and then who else? Because you said it was a group of you guys who started this.
Way back then. Wow, that was a long time ago. So
now it's you and somebody else, right?
let's see. Our core group is myself, Brian Thorndike. He was one of the initial members. Christina Sirota, Christina Velarde, Daryl Stoles. He's an outsider with Pacific Trust Mortgage, but he's been on our committee for many years and a contributor, financial contributor. We can always use financial contributors.
Yes, donations.
Yeah, so Remax agents contribute, and the broker chunks in a big amount of money. And we also reach out into the community to our vendors and our clients and let them know the program and see who would like to financially support the program.
So this is year-round. You're working on this all year, correct?
No, I take about 4 months off once Saturday at noontime when the last thing's put away. And I take about a 4-month vacation from it, and we pick it up again. It's about the first of the year because we have the scholarship program.
Well, let's talk about the scholarship program. This is the high school?
Well, yes, what I call the second chance high schools.
Okay.
Right? So every year there's lots of scholarships by many great organizations that I put out there, but they seem to go to the regular high schools, right?
Okay.
So about 9 years ago, when we were done with the shopping, we had money left over. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know what to do with it. The first time that ever happened. So we sat around the table again, and we said, well, how about scholarships for students that have successfully graduating out of the second chance high schools. They didn't make it in the regular high school.
Like Liberty,
okay. Del Rio and Atascadero.
Okay.
And Independence studies, right? They didn't make it in the regular high schools for whatever reason, but excelled in those alternative programs. So we in the first year, I think we did 5 $1,000 scholarships. And in the last few years, it's been 8 $1,000 scholarships.
Wow.
We give these high schools, the director of student services at the high schools, we give them application forms, and they turn around and give it to students that may qualify. And it's a pretty extensive application. It's 4 or 5 pages, lots of questions, requires an essay back, and also their grades, record of their grades. We don't give them cash.
Okay.
We give them a certificate for $1,000, and they can cash that certificate in with us within the next 18 months. But when they do, they have to provide us some kind of a transcript of what they are going to do with it. You know, either they've got classes at Cuesta, or they're taking a trade school, or they're entering the service, or whatever it is.
Yeah. But it's used for their future education.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the scholarship and then the back to school shopping. Is there another event that you guys?
No, there isn't another event, but what we haven't touched on yet is the shopping day. We've already talked about they go in and go shopping with their parent, right? And they come out of the store and they're gleaming. Well, then they walk over to the school supply table. We hand them an brand new empty backpack, and they walk down this long table line of school supplies and start shoving it full with school supplies. And again, this is another time when those kids are beaming. It's a beautiful thing. And I encourage anybody who would like to volunteer to come and volunteer, because it is truly a heartwarming experience.
Yes, it really is.
It's early. But you know what? You start at 5, you're done by 8:30, and you got the rest of the day to enjoy that feeling that you had that morning.
Yes, it's once a year. It's not too bad. Right. So let's start with behind the scenes for you. And what time do you start on that day?
Well, I'll probably be there about 4:30.
4:30, and then you have...
The balloon will get there about 5 o'clock. We have a volunteer group that Kyle Hammond is heading for me. And we've already got a group of about 9 volunteers that meet the Captain Dave. Dave Wakefield is our pilot. And they've done it as a team for many years now, and it's out of the trailer and up in the air within an hour, and then we help them bring it in when the day's over.
Where you have all the guys from Parkside like helping.
Yeah, well, we got 4 big trucks parked way out, and it's specific way, and then the balloon's tied to it so it won't blow away on us.
Yeah, so it's safe. There's plenty of guys on scene.
Yeah.
So it starts at 6. People start showing up, and then, how many volunteers?
Yeah, we have, fortunately, we've met our requirement this year. We've had pretty good response right away. And, we're good with 60 volunteers. But the balloon crew's part of that. There's a pretty big army of volunteers inside the store. The shoppers will start shopping just before 6. They go around, fill up a basket full of stuff that they need, and then they go through a pre-scan. And we have these stations set up throughout the area where they get pre-scanned to make sure they don't go over, or we send them back to go get more because they didn't get enough. So we pre-scan prices to make sure they're close, and then they go through the final scan, and then they go through the checkout. And once they go out the checkout, Target donates socks, and they get some socks out of this big bin of socks up front. So we tell the parents, don't buy socks, don't pick up socks in there. You're going to get them walking out. Target's good. They've been with us for 24 years, and they donate some of the school supplies. They donate socks. Their people come in early so that we can do this. Target's been fantastic.
Yes, I helped out with the pre-checkout, and it's so cool to be seeing their outfits. I'm like, this is so cute, those shoes. But it's so cool to see how many people come together to do this. 60 volunteers is quite a bit. And then Target as well. How did you guys reach out to Target? How did that go about?
Yeah, we reached out to Target when we were trying to put this all together.
Was it an email or?
No, I'm sure we just walked in and asked who's the manager. And we'd like to talk to you about something. Yeah, they were on board. Yeah.
Is North County you guys are the only ones that put this on, or is there other cities?
No, we're the only ones that do it. And I'll tell you, I think it was our 5th year, we had a pretty good videotape of all the goings on that day. And we went to the RE/MAX annual convention. We had submitted the video to them. And they played that video in the grand convention when all the agents are in the big arena.
Yeah.
Roaring applause. And we had many, many people reach out to say, how do you do this? Can you package this up for us so we can do it in our town? well received by Remax. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So did you end up sending it out to people? And no.
we would help. We would help them via telephone. You know, give them a conference call or whatever. But we don't have anything packaged.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could package it and sell it to them, and then use that money to support our program.
Right? Because all the donations are nonprofit. It goes straight to this organization. Correct.
That's correct.
Yeah. So this is all nonprofit. Yeah,
all the money
nonprofit.
donated by agents and vendors and supporters, every nickel goes into the program. I mean, I pay for the postage on the mailers and the company Remax Parkside. You know, all the auxiliary costs that come in, making copies, sending the stuff out. You know, that's all paid for outside of the funds that we raise for the program.
Yeah.
Every nickel raised goes to the program.
Yeah, and then you can donate online. Is it on Remax?
Well, you can get the information on how to donate, yes.
Okay.
We don't have an online take a credit card kind of thing. No, you would have to send a check in to Remax, made out to Up With Kids.
Okay. And so now you started with how many kids?
I think the first year we did 70,
and
or
now,
maybe it was 50, or, you know. We went to 70. That was easy. We moved it up to 100. That was doable. I think we went to 125, and it kind of freaked us out. And we backed to 100 for a couple of years. We were back to 125 when COVID hit. But, you know, like I said, now that we don't use the shop-arounds and the shopping itself is much more efficient, now we're doing 150 kids, and we've done 150 kids since. So it's 3 years now.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna?
No, I don't think we can expand it past that because of the 2-hour limit inside the store.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's the limited.
It's pretty
factor.
chaotic inside.
Yeah. It seems like there's more kids. In my mind, I had like at least 200 kids when I was there.
Oh, yeah?
But I think it was the parents were there, the kids, like you know, the volunteers.
All the volunteers, the
It's a full
chaperones.
house. It's a pretty full house. Like when you see it, it's pretty full. It's so much fun though. I'm excited for it. What else? Is there anything that you think we're missing that you want to talk about?
It's just a great community event. We would love to see more participants as far as the financial side of it, because we would like to raise that dollar limit again, you know, because clothes are so expensive.
Yeah.
But
I know we do like Concerts at the Park is coming up.
right?
And then we have a little bucket there.
Yeah, all of the Remax Parkside events, like the Client Appreciation Party, we sponsor the last Concerts in the Park in Paso Robles every year. And we have donation buckets there where cash donations or checks can be dropped. But, you know, we'd like to get people on board and be able to recognize them throughout the year as partners in the program. And Zern Wilkins, above the crowd contributor, again this year. They've been on board for several years. In fact, during COVID, they let us we had to do it, you know, because we had to reduce contact between people. We had a drive-through backpack pickup. And prior to that Saturday morning, Zern stored all of our backpacks. They stored all the school supplies. And a couple of days before Saturday, we had a crew over there stuffing the backpacks with all the school supplies. And then the morning of, we had the family start by driving through Zern's parking lot and handing them the backpacks.
Oh.
Okay. And then they drove over to Target and did their shopping. So Zern, this year again, above the crowd contributor, that's our top level. And we've got about a half a dozen volunteers from their inside their company. Key Termite, 24 years, a top contributor, Key Termite and Pest Control. And, you know, lenders and other pest control companies. And the title and escrow cannot contribute because of RESPA laws.
Okay.
But they help out with volunteers and that kind of back-end support.
It just shows we have a really good community.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We really do have a
Yeah.
great community as far as contributing
Giving
to
forward.
uplift the community. You know?
Yeah, so anybody listening, if you're going to the concert of the park, we'll have that there. We have an option for anybody to donate to. And I'm excited. So is there anything that you think you need, like, need help in? Like, do you think you have a pretty down, or is there something that you feel like you need help to make it better?
Well, we're always looking to improve. We have a post-event meeting. What didn't go so well, what can we do better next year? And then we bring those meeting minutes out the next year as we start our pre-planning and do that. But, it is running pretty much like clockwork now because we've been doing it so long.
You mentioned that next year will be your 25th year.
Next year, not mine. It'll be our 25th year.
Yes.
And we're going to do it big. Right, you and I are going to be talking early and a lot, and
yes,
we're going to make it a pretty special day for everybody involved.
Yes, so that's going to be planning and hope. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll reach out early for volunteers, and if anybody would like to sit around the discussion table when we're having our planning meetings, just reach out to me or Val, and we'll get it going.
Yeah, get involved. You're right. It is a good feeling when you're done and you know that you helped out, even a little bit, even just showing up and then like doing the pre-tags or, yeah.
Yeah, I'll volunteer.
Yeah, Miguel's in.
Thanks, Miguel. Well, I'll let you know, Miguel, when everything's done and put away, we meet at Dee's and have Bloody Marys.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the spot. And breakfast.
Breakfast and Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Do you need a podcast studio set up in there?
You just join with your cameras. Yeah. Film it.
Well, that might be something we could discuss. You could set up your little podcast in the store and do some live broadcasting, record it, and we could share that with groups like the Rotary Club is a donator locally, and I've met at their meetings promoting and show them the video of what goes on, and it
that'd be
works
cool.
out.
What I saw, so I Googled, I was going on Google, and then I saw KSBY. Are they there every year?
No, they don't come every year. They have come. I ask them to every year, and I sent a request again this year, but I'm not pushing it too hard this year because I really want them there next year.
Right.
Okay. Next year is going to be I want to make it a big splash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think we talked about it, a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yay! Well, we'll go ahead and send do some videos and advertise it more. Come up with ideas of best way to advertise it.
Thank you for letting me come on and talk about it.
Thank you.
I'm pretty proud of the program and what it does, and looking forward to your continued support as well.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.